Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get right to it. So I'm gonna start off with this pure argan oil from Amira London. I love this oil. It makes my skin so soft, and when I'm going for like a dewy, moisturized, just glowy look, I love to use this to prep my skin. Next off, I'm gonna use this Milani spray. They have this like collection that has like a bunch of fruity scents. It smells so good, so I'm just using that to prep my skin as well. I'm really prepping my skin a lot for this tutorial. I don't know why, I just really wanted to do that. I wanted the skin to look really nice. So I'm using this Makeup Obsession blurring primer. I like that one a lot because it blurs your pores out and just makes your foundation kind of like look really porcelain almost. So I really recommend that one. And for foundation, I'm going to be using one of my top 3 all-time drugstore favorite foundations, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. My shade is in 340. So I'm just gonna blend that in really nice with my beauty blender, which is from Milani Cosmetics. Then I'm gonna also use another foundation. This is from Makeup Revolution. I believe this one is in the shade F12. So I'm just using that because it's full coverage and I wanted to just mix it up and try something new. I usually use like 2 foundations. For concealer, I'm gonna be using the AC Cosmetics concealer. I also use 2, so I'm gonna use this one as a base because it kind of has like that creamier pomade type of texture. So I wanted to just try it out as a base for my next concealer that I'm gonna put on top. So I'm just gonna use my brush and just lay it out really nicely and take my sponge from Milani and blend that out really well. Now for the other concealer, this is the Makeup Revolution. I believe this is in the shade C12. This one has like a more yellow base. I really love it. It's really, really nice. So I'm just gonna blend that out really nicely and try not to have any creasing. Take your time and really get underneath your eyes. For contour today, I'm gonna use something different. This is the Juvia's Place. It's like concealer / contour. It's full coverage, so only use a little bit. Like you guys can see, like just from those dots, how much product I got out of that. So I'm using my brush to kind of just get it where I want, and then I'm using my sponge to blend that in really nice so that it blends seamlessly into the concealer and the foundation, so everything just kind of goes into one. For powder today, I'm going to use something new as well. I wanted to use like different products, you know, try out what I have. This is the Kat Von D, or KVD Beauty as they call themselves now. This is their translucent powder. This is my first time using it. I kind of like it, you know, it's okay. I'm gonna try it a couple more times and really get my opinion solidified on, you know, how I feel about it, but it gets the job done and it's, you know, pretty fine in formula. For powder, I think this is the Ruby Kisses Golden Honey Pressed Powder, so I'm just using that to blend everything together and tie it all in. For bronzer / contour, I wanted to use my Ace Beauty. I never had a chance to use it, so I was like, I'm gonna use it today. And the shades are so beautiful. I really recommend this contour palette because you guys know my holy grail is the Luminous Cosmetics, so I wanted to give this one a try because it's just been sitting in my collection. I also used that today to try it out for contour because I have like my staple for my nose contour, so I don't really branch out and try different things. So I use it for my nose contour as well, and I think it's pretty good. It doesn't beat the Ruby Kisses, but it gets the job done as well. To cut out and, you know, prep my under eyes for my eyeshadow, I'm also going back in with the KVD Beauty. And doing this, if you're gonna do your eyeshadow after your face, I really recommend this so that it catches out any of the eyeshadow fallout. So yeah, I definitely recommend doing that, guys. For eyeshadow today, I'm using the Milani X Orpha collab. I love Orpha so fucking much, so congratulations, girl. And this is the eye look that I came up with, guys. Isn't it like so pretty? I love it. The shadows, such good quality for drugstore, just in general, so good. But I mean, Orpha kills her eyeshadow game, so I know that this was going to be really good. So as you guys can see, just like first placement of the eyeshadows, you can see how much pigment you get for a transition shade. It's so beautiful. Then I'm gonna go in with like that deeper wine red shade and just deepen up that crease when you're doing eyeshadow, just take your time and build the shades. At first, it may not look like it makes a difference, but when you're done with your eyeshadow, it definitely makes a difference. Then I'm going in with the darkest shade in that palette and just blending that all out nicely. And I'm using the Hank & Henry brushes, which I love so much. Then I'm going to take that shimmer shade and use that for my lid. And I don't think I showed it here, but I sprayed the brush just to get the most pigment from that shadow. Yeah. And then I took my Ruby Kisses like glitter liner. You can use any one that you have, but I love the Ruby Kisses one. I've had it for forever and it still works fine. It hasn't dried out. It's still good. And I'm just gonna kind of like prep it for the silver shade and just kind of give a little cut crease type of thing going on, or like the effect. And then I'm gonna do my eyeliner. For eyeliner, I am using my San Marso eyeliner. It's really good. I've like used so many of these pens. I even gave one to my best friend because it's just that good, and it's super black, as you guys can see. Then I'm gonna use a gel liner. I think this is my Pretty Vulgar one, and I just use that to line my eyes. For my lashes, I'm using the Icy Wifey Cosmetics. This style is in the name Black Lives Matter. I love it. It's really pretty and wispy, and it kind of like has that gradient effect, which I wanted for this eyeshadow look, so that it doesn't cover that like pop of silver. You can still see the eyeshadow, the beauty of the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust off that powder. And as you guys can see, it really caught, because like it didn't have too much fallout, but for like the shimmer, it kind of had fallout, so that way you don't mess up your makeup if you do your face first. And you guys know I love to smoke out that lower lash, just make it look really sexy, so I did that. For blush, I'm gonna be using one of my favorites. It's the Too Faced blush palette. As you guys can see here, I use that pink shade because I love my blush to be super doll Barbie pink. So if you're dark skinned like me, don't be afraid to use that kind of color. For my lips, this is the lip liner from the Milani Orpha collab. It comes like in the collection that I showed you guys earlier. And I love the lip liner because it's dark enough for us brown skin girls, and so any shade can use it. I love it. Love that she thought about that. This is the lip gloss, pigmented lip gloss, in the number 2. So I didn't use any lipstick because I wanted to just really get the full effect of her lippy from the collab. And then once I do that, I go back in with the pencil just to outline it really nicely and clean that up. The shade is so beautiful. It's definitely Orpha's vibe. Like, she is known for like her lips, so it's popping. It's pretty as hell. As for the highlight, I'm gonna use this Hank & Henry. I'm really proud of myself because I used a bunch of products that I really haven't got a chance to use. And a tip, guys, before you do your highlighter, spray your face with the setting spray. It just makes your face, it sets it and then gives it a little bit of stick for that highlight to really shine and do its thing. So if you didn't know that, that's definitely a good tip. I love this highlight because it's not like blinding, but the glow in person is insane. As you guys can see, the more I build it, and I like it because it's buildable. So you see that? Like, I love the highlight. It's definitely good. I'm gonna try the blush in that palette next time. But yeah, this is the final look, guys. Hope you guys like my red hair. Thumbs up if you do. Look at this. And then my jewelry is from Miss Lola. Use my code LOJ. Yeah, this is the final look, my loves. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know if you want to see any other looks or things you want me to try. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna go now so we can enjoy the outro. Have a blessed and amazing day. I love you guys. Mwah.